All right. So we've established over multiple episodes that attraction is indeed important in marriage. Who knew? And I have yet to see a marriage that survives the absence of attraction from the beginning, right? Not the one that's lost over time. That is something that could be managed, but the absence of attraction from the beginning. But how do you know when you're in that phase of actually looking for a spouse? How do you know whether or not a potential is attracted to you?
Okay. This is like a trick question. I get it.
Okay.
No, I get it. It's like a trick question. So you don't have a magnet in your pocket helping you out, is that right?
Not this time, no.
Okay. In that case, it would be specifically emotional and physical attraction.
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about today is how do you know when you're in a talking stage with somebody, especially when you meet them? How do you know that whether or not this person is actually attracted to you? Let's find out.
Let's find out. Oh my God, this is exciting.
I'm glad. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Muslim Marriage Podcast, where we show you how to find and build a healthy marriage as a Muslim. I'm Zara Hassan.
And I'm AJ, and we've been married for 4 years. If you like our videos, please comment and subscribe. Ask your questions below or on our website, and you may feature in one of our future videos with your permission. And please remember, everything we talk about can be found on our website, zahrahassancoaching.com.
And as a thank you, get your free copy of my compatibility guide available in the links below. Also, if you are a single woman and would like help on how to use the dating apps so that they actually work, sign up for my live webinar in the links below and I'll teach you. So that brings us to this week's episode entitled, How Do I Know if he is attracted to me? All right, let's find out. So we will be going through a question that is from the...
That was an easy answer.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Are you a woman?
Yes.
Are you attracted to him?
Who?
The guy.
Oh, you mean just straight up ask her?
No, like, are you... come on, follow along. Are you a woman?
Yes.
Are you attracted to him?
Yes.
Then he's attracted to you.
Is that simple? Is so simple as that?
Simple as.
Okay, if it was simple as that, I would be completely out of a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple as. Well, you're trying to find the right man, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of men that are attracted to you. You have to sort through them to find the correct man, the right man.
That's true. But as a woman, I can tell you that, especially for any of us who deal with insecurity, right, which is almost all of us, you have that thought in the back of your mind of, how do I know, like, is he attracted to me? I know I'm attractive, right? I know that I'm attractive, but is he attracted to me? That's a different question, which is a question that the young lady in this question is about to ask. Ready? So this is coming from the Muslim Marriage subreddit. She says, I have a meeting with a potential in 2 weeks with a mahram present. We've exchanged messages, and so far we seem to align on all important questions. My question is, when I meet him for the first time, are there any cues that I could pay attention to know if he is attracted to me? Also, I'm covered head to toe, so other than my face and hands, you won't see much. But I know deen and character is important when marrying someone, but I would hate for my husband to only choose me for those characteristics. I've known brothers that have done this, and less than a year in, they regret their decisions and wish they married someone they're actually attracted to. I know it's a bit of a silly question, lol. I guess it doesn't help that my insecurities are playing up. What are your thoughts?
Okay, yeah. A good thing to do is, this is a callback.
Okay.
If you meet him in person, he doesn't immediately go, ugh, what's wrong with your face?
Okay, he must be attracted to you.
Yeah.
Ironically, if he says that, he's probably attracted to you. Ironically, if he says that, he's probably attracted to you because he's trying to make you laugh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Officer, it's her right there.
All right. So if we try to approach, how would you answer it? So she would probably want to hear from you more than me. So if a woman meets you, right? A woman meets you. How can she know whether or not you're actually attracted to her?
How can a woman? How can I know if a woman's attracted to me?
No. Let's say when you and I first met.
Oh.
When you and I first met.
Yeah.
Are there any what
Oh,
are some
very
things that
clearly, very obviously, yes.
yeah.
I could tell that you were attracted to me
Yeah.
because you sighed a sigh of relief.
Okay, I did.
You know,
Did I literally?
you're like, phew,
I think I
right?
literally
Because
did.
at first you thought that I was the dude on the bench that was smoking a cigar or
All
a
right.
cigarette, and
Yeah.
you're like, this is the guy, this is the future, and then you realized you walked over, you know, and you weren't wearing your glasses, so you had to get real close,
Yeah, I did.
right?
Yeah.
And that's why when I saw the relief on your face,
Yeah.
right, you're like, what? This guy knows how to sit cross-legged.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty interesting.
amazing, you know,
I'm still impressed
on
by
the
that.
bench, you
I
know, and it was like, yeah,
yeah, I can't do that. That's very impressive to me.
yeah, you could just tell.
But having okay, me sitting down on the bench beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me phrase it a completely different way. Let me
Mm.
phrase the question a completely
Yeah,
different
yeah,
way. Let's say your brother.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. Let's say your sister. Let's say you
okay,
have another sister, right?
yeah.
And she says, "You know what? I'm about to go on this meeting, or this first meeting with this gentleman. How am I supposed to know whether or not he's attracted to me?"
Oh, that's an easy answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with her.
Well, you're gonna go with her,
Yeah.
but what are the things you're looking for to know whether or not he's attracted to her?
If he doesn't immediately run away
Yeah.
at the sight of me,
Okay.
then that I know that he's at least somewhat serious.
Okay. So serious answer would be, oh, you were serious. That
That
was
he's yeah, like if he's like, dude, I'm a scary guy.
you're a scary guy. Yeah.
I scare even men.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
And
So you're
so-
saying he's nervous. If he's nervous,
If he's just trying to play around with my sister,
yeah.
if he sees me, he's like, yeah, I'm not trying to get into that kind of beef.
Yeah.
You know.
So if he immediately becomes okay, so if he's sitting there and he's being super serious,
Oh yeah.
how are we supposed to know whether or not he's actually attracted to this woman?
I mean, the one thing you can do is you can ask.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about her looks?
Yeah. There's a reason why we're having such a difficult time coming up with an answer for this.
There is a reason.
Yeah, the reason is because it's almost impossible to gauge unless you
Yeah.
know what you're looking for. Like as a coach, I know what I'm looking for, right? But if you don't know what you're looking for, it's almost impossible to gauge reliably to the point that I could just tell you, look for this, and then that would be the end of it. It's going to be very hard to gauge in that moment. So you're going to know whether or not he's attracted to you. I know there's like a lot of content out there that talk about things like body language, changes in tone, being nervous, all of these things. Yeah, right? So reading body language is not a very reliable science, especially to the lay person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why that's one of the things, like there's so many wonderful YouTube creators who professionally read body language, and that's one of the first things that they tell you.
I'm a lay person, by the way.
Yes, and I am also to some degree, a lay person in terms of reading body language. It's not reliable enough to be able to give general advice.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to know whether or not this person is attracted to you based on what happens afterwards, right? Or how
True.
yeah, what happens afterwards after the meeting is finished, after the two of you go home to your each individual houses, and how he responds to you after that. So one of a few things is going to happen. We're going to start with the most cryptic one, and then we'll move towards the most obvious one so that you'll be able to see the differences. So the gentleman who will be the most cryptic. So this will be the person who's really worried about hurting your feelings. Right?
Oh, yeah.
This happens, right? He will have met you. He will have decided, you know what? I'm really not that attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want her to find out.
Yeah.
So he's going to take one of two pathways. If he decides that if he's younger, and I suspect that both he and her are very young here, because older people do not really ask this question. Assuming that he's younger and he's in that time of his life where he thinks, I will be able to power through because attraction is not the most important thing. And I am not a shallow person. And because her dean is wonderful, I will definitely be able to power through. And I want to go ahead with this marriage. That individual is going to be the most difficult to spot.
Yeah.
Okay. And the way, like even for a coach, that's going to be the most difficult to spot.
Very troubling.
Yeah. So the best way to handle that situation, if you think on some level that that might be what's going on, is to actually have a conversation about it. Just direct communication. Just direct communication. Where you are sitting down and you open this conversation. Usually whenever you're having difficult conversations with somebody, especially in the talking stage, I recommend opening with, okay, so I want to talk about something a little awkward. Right? Because that prepares the other person, it primes the other person that you're now going to have a conversation where things are going to be a little bit awkward for a moment. And that's okay. The whole reason you're having the talking stage is to gather information. And this is very important information for you to have and for him to have. So this is an important conversation to have. So you start with saying, all right, I'm going to talk about something awkward for a bit. Let's model it. So
Let's do it, yeah.
I'm going to talk about something awkward for a bit.
Okay, but can I at least finish my lunch?
Yeah, okay. So you finished your lunch.
Okay.
So is it okay if we talk about that awkward thing right now?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Thank you for being patient.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that I understand that physical attraction is something that's very important in marriage.
Yes.
And based on what I've seen and what I've read, and specifically in her case, I know brothers who have been in that situation where they ended up marrying somebody that they were not physically attracted to, and the marriage ended up falling apart, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make it known, right? I just wanted to make sure that we both understood that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
That physical attraction is something that's very important in marriage.
I'm glad you waited for me to finish eating my lunch.
Okay.
Right. But then now you're talking about physical attraction. All of a sudden, it's like, hello?
Yeah. No, this is just something that I've been thinking about for a while.
Oh.
The reason is because I know people, right? I know brothers who have gotten married and who have this very noble idea that even though they're not physically attracted to their wives, when they first got married, that they would develop that attraction over time. And it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then ended up into the breakdown of those families.
Yeah.
So that's why I took a lesson from that. And it's very important for me that we both know and understand that neither of us are just going to continue unless we're physically attracted to the other person. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So to answer your previous question, I would like to continue with this talking stage. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Okay, wait. So I bullied you during our talking stage?
A little bit.
I assumed we were married at this point.
Okay.
I thought you were just interrupting my lunch.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, wait a second. I'm trying to portray a husband who's not attracted to his wife.
Oh, is that what it was?
I thought that's where the conversation was going, where you're going to ask, are you attracted to me? And then my character was supposed to say, well, can we talk about this later? I'm having dessert or something like that, you know?
Oh, no.
I've gotten myself into the character. Like I was about to role play breaking your heart.
All right. Well, I'm glad it was role play. Because I was concerned.
I was like, okay, wait a second. Are we... Okay, so we are in the talking stage.
We were in the talking stage. Okay, and then at the end of the conversation, just to sort of break the tension, you can always be like, oh, thank you. All right, so awkward part over. Let's go back to the regular awkward parts. The regular talking stage.
Let's go back to our regularly scheduled broadcast.
Yes,
more awkwardness.
Exactly. So it's a hard conversation to have. But the reality is that when you are married to this person, marriage is going to be consisting of a lot of hard conversations. The hard conversations that you shy away from in the talking, the valid ones that it's okay to have in a halal context within the context of Islam, right? The ones that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The hard conversations that you shy away from in the talking stage tend to be the ones where you have real trouble in marriage later on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's these are the ones, like, yeah, definitely have the conversations about, how many kids do you want to have and where do you want to live. Those are all important. But these ones are also very important. The ones that really touch upon your personal insecurities, the things that you were worried about that you might be bringing into the marriage, or sometimes the insecurities that develop based on the things that they tell you, the other person tells you about their life so far. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So both of them.
That's also talk to each other about whether you guys want to live in a house
Yeah, for sure.
or whether you want to live in an apartment.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all who are thinking of living in a house,
Yeah.
understand that there's a lot of work that goes into maintaining a house. Like you got to do the yard work, you got to do the snow shoveling,
Yeah.
you got to toss out the garbage and all that.
Yeah.
You gotta be friendly with the neighbors
The whole
because
thing.
the neighbors could report you
Apparently, yeah.
for anything and everything.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even grow chickens in your backyard. That's insane.
For the record, what I'm hearing is that I was right. Because when we had this conversation, you remember what I said?
Yes, I was young, foolish, and dumb.
Yeah.
I remember I said I want to live in a big house.
Yeah, I said, all right, that's what we'll do.
But I assumed that we'd have people taking care of the lawn for us,
Yeah, those people are you.
No, but everyone has that idea of themselves. When they're in the future, they think of themselves in the future. They're like, of course I'm going to be rich.
In Shaa Allah.
Of course I'm going to be rich. That's what they think.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not there yet, but of course I'm going to be rich.
Yeah, in the next year or so. In Shaa Allah.
Inshallah.
But that's hopefully that makes sense, right? So when it comes to the question of how can I know whether or not this person is attracted to me? For the individual who's the most cryptic, the one who is worried about hiding is it's disattraction. Disattraction, I don't know if that's a word.
I think the word you're looking for is dissatisfaction.
Okay, dissatisfaction, or the hiding the fact that he's unattracted to you.
Negatively attracted.
Hiding the fact that he's unattracted to you, and proceeding to get married because he's very optimistic that will change in the future. That for that gentleman, the best way to address that is honestly to have a direct conversation. So if you're worried that might be what's going on, just have that direct conversation. For the other gentlemen, all of the other ones at some point are going to end the talking stage.
That's crazy to say though. Like a person who's not attracted to you, but thinks that once they get married to you, it gets better.
Yeah.
He's calling you a butterface.
He just also, it's important to understand here that what he calls you is irrelevant because it's completely subjective. The fact is, all in my opinion, all women are beautiful. We're all very beautiful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us.
All of Allah's creations
Yeah, we're all
beautiful.
very beautiful. I'm singling out
physically.
I'm singling out the sisters here.
Morally, there are people that are not beautiful.
This is true, but I'm singling out the women here. Women are very beautiful.
I speak on behalf of the men.
All right.
Yes, we're going to get into these gender wars.
Okay, absolutely. But you hear what I'm saying. So you are already very beautiful. And I understand that the question that you're asking is whether or not this person here finds you physically attractive. And the reason why I'm pointing that out, even though you might already know that, is to be careful not to confuse the two, right? Because the process of searching for a spouse can be very long, can be very taxing. And sometimes we start to confuse the two. That the relatively few men that we have come across who have not found us attractive means that we are, by definition, not attractive. That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, it's crazy how people think that.
We're human beings. I know I thought that.
40 people that think you're pretty or beautiful.
Yeah.
One person is like, I'm sorry, you're not my type. And they're like, haha.
The reality is there are billions of people in the world. Even if you come across 40 people who consecutively say you're not attractive. Yeah. I think I did by at some point. That doesn't change the fact that I think I'm very attractive. And if the issue is just finding someone who agrees with me, right? Mm-hmm. So just, it's important that I point that out. You might end up confusing the two. If you feel like you're starting to confuse the two, take a break from the process. To take a break from the process and to do a little bit of the affirmations, spending time with people that you love, to do the things that make you feel beautiful once again, because it can really take a toll. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying.
Here's one of the analogies I like to give people. If you were to take a fish out of water, mm-hmm. you wouldn't expect it to climb a tree.
Correct.
So don't judge a fish based on its ability to climb a tree. Judge a fish based on its beauty. That's one good-looking fish.
Thank you. So that brings us to all the other prototypes. I know we spent a lot of time on that archetype of individual, because it's the most challenging. Let's talk about the other archetypes. So all of the other archetypes, like I said, are at some point are going to end the talking stage. The only question is at what point, like how quickly they end the talking stage. So if you come across an individual who thinks that, you know what, I don't find her physically attractive, but I am really, really super worried about hurting her feelings. I don't want to marry her, but I am super worried about hurting her feelings. So what this person will do is he'll do the fade away. He'll do the fade out. So he's going to try to maintain the same level of communication that you've established in your talking stage. But at first it will seem like it's a regular amount, and that you won't really be able to sense the change in energy, right? But it'll start to fade away until they find a reason to leave.
Yeah.
The third archetype is, in my opinion, the best archetype, is the one who is mature enough, who has the emotional maturity to know that they're not physically attracted to you, and therefore not waste your time. Right? And the way that he's going to do this is just to give you an excuse. The excuse might not be related to your child. It's very rare. It's very rare. He's going to be saying, "Hi, I'm just not physically attracted." It does happen, but it is rare. He might find some other reason.
Yeah.
He'll find another reason, but that's the important thing, is that he's decided that I can't waste any more of this young lady's time, and I'm just gonna leave.
I mean, one thing he could say is like,
yeah,
you know, I didn't used to like Kanye's music until he started talking about certain things. That's one thing he could try to say to fade away.
Is that the thing? Is I don't know Kanye's music.
So no, it's not anything to do with his music.
Oh, okay.
It's to do with his politics.
His politics.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
He's trying to scare you off. He's trying to say like, no, I didn't really care about Kanye's music until recently.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. So that brings us to the fourth archetype. The fourth archetype is the individual who is attracted to you. So when an individual is actually attracted to you, what's he gonna do? During the meeting, it'll be very hard to tell one way or another, right? Yeah. But after the meeting, what he's going to do is not only continue the talking stage, he will tend to ramp it up. Does that make sense? And the way that men will ramp up the talking stage is they'll start to ask for next steps. So if he's met you and he's met your mahram, he'll be like, what do I have to do next? He might say like, I would like to meet the rest of your family, if that's okay with you. I've decided that I would like to get married. I think that's literally what you said to me, where you said, I have decided that I would like to get married. I'm like, okay, I'm glad.
I remember what I said. I said, I decided I'd like to do everything I can to marry you.
There you go, right? Those are literally the lines that people say to this young lady that they've decided that they are attracted to and they want to go ahead and marry, right? So they're going to ramp up efforts by telling you what their intentions are quite directly.
Yeah.
You'll know, you won't have any doubts if an individual is if he's met you and he's physically attracted to you, he's going to make this clear. Absolutely clear from his intentions, or he might explicitly just tell you, I think you're beautiful. Right? So that clears it up. So those are the four archetypes, right? So the first three are going to be those who are unattracted to you. And from the ones who are unattracted, the first two are poor communicators. The third one is a good communicator. Let's just go through them in order. Archetype number 1. He's not attracted to you, but decides he's going to marry you anyway. How do you deal with him? You have a conversation. Have the awkward conversation.
Yeah.
Archetype number 2. He's not attracted to you and is at least mature enough to not want to marry you, but he's worried about hurting your feelings. So what is he going to do? He's going to do the fade away. You'll have an idea pretty soon, within a few weeks. Yeah, exactly. Archetype number 3. He is not attracted to you, but he is emotionally mature enough to not want to waste your time. He's not worried about the confrontation. So he's going to do a much faster fade away.
One example of that is like if y'all have your first meeting at like a coffee shop, which is normally a good idea.
Yeah.
don't take them to a movie theater or anything like that. Like, you guys are not going to learn anything about each other.
Yeah.
It's just going to be silence. But if he realizes that he's not attracted to you right then and there,
Mm-hmm.
he might walk up to you and he might say, "Oh, do you know where the washroom is?" And you're like, "Oh, over there." "Oh, you're so and so, aren't you?"
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm sorry. I really need to use the washroom." And then he just never shows up again.
Never comes back again.
Yeah.
Just go to the washroom.
Yeah.
To walk past her mahram.
Yeah. It's like, hey, listen, it's not me. It's you.
Listen, see, we laugh, but these are all things that people have said that they do.
These are things that people have done.
Yes, these are things that people have done, and I have been on. I tell the people all the time. I tell my clients. I say it on the podcast. Every single piece of advice is based on something that I have learned the hard way, usually multiple times.
Yeah.
So it's happened to me. It happens to your friends. It happens to your sisters. It's unfortunately a part of the process. So the only thing that we can do on our end is to make sure that we come out of this process with our self-esteem as intact as humanly possible.
Unscathed.
In Shaa Allah.
I say unscathed is because, like, once you get married to the right one,
yeah,
they're healing.
Yeah, it is. It is very healing. Yeah, it's very healing to validating to know that this person sees you the way, at the least, the way that you see yourself.
Better than the way that you see yourself.
Better than the way
people
that you see yourself, inshallah.
People have as dysmorphia, is that what they call them?
Body dysmorphia.
Anything dysmorphia, really. Even personality dysmorphia. A person can think they're not very funny until their wife starts laughing at everything they say.
I appreciate that. I like that term. I'm going to use that term at some point. Probably with you, most likely. But that brings us to the end of this question. Is there anything that we haven't said?
You guys are amazing.
Me or the people?
The audience.
The audience is, we have the best audience. So in light of that, we want to say Jazaa K'Allah Khayr. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us. We apologize for our ramblings and our jokes ahead of time, but we appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us. If you haven't already, don't forget to get your free copy of my compatibility guide with the link in the description. And again, if you'd like some guidance on how to use the dating apps and you are a single woman, the link for that is also in the description. If you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, we appreciate you so much. Jazaa K'Allah Khayr. It means the world to us, every single one of our subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed already and you find our content at all helpful, please think about subscribing to our channel. It really means the world to us. We quite literally celebrate each new subscriber. So when you click that button, there will be the what are they called? Undulations?
Yeah.
You know the ones I'm talking about?
Undulations?
Yeah, yeah, those ones. I can't do it, but we make attempts at it in our house. So Jazaa K'Allah Khayr. We wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.